This chilling tale starts with a horrifying scene. Glitchy screens flash before your eyes. Text appears and disappears. You feel like you're entering a nightmare. Suddenly, a voice cuts through the darkness. In the shadows of the internet, a hidden world thrives. A world where identities are stolen and lives are torn apart. Welcome to Encrypted Tales, where today we explore the devastating consequences of identity theft on the dark web. Now the storyteller pauses dramatically. Imagine waking up one day to find your entire life shattered, your identity sold to the highest bidder, your future no longer yours to control. What would you do if your name, social security number, and personal information were up for sale? How would you recover if suddenly your bank accounts are drained, your credit history is marred, and your reputation is tarnished? This is not a futuristic dystopia. It's happening right now on the dark web. Let's dive deeper into what the dark web is all about. Picture this: you're walking through a bustling city, skyscrapers towering overhead, people rushing by, each absorbed in their own world. You're surrounded by life, activity, opportunity. But what if I told you that hidden beneath this vibrant surface lies a secret, a dark underbelly that operates in the shadows? Welcome to the dark web. It's not a physical place you can see, but a part of the internet, hidden, encrypted, and out of sight. Here, information flows freely, but so does danger. The dark web isn't all bad. Some use it for privacy or free speech, but criminals see dollar signs. They exploit the anonymity to sell the most valuable commodity, personal information. That's where your name, social security number, and credit card details come in. But why is this happening? Why are people willing to sell your identity, your life story, for quick cash? To answer this question, we need to look into how identities are stolen. The methods are diverse, from phishing emails to hacking mega databases. Phishing attacks are like casting a wide net. Hackers send out thousands of emails hoping to snag a few bytes. They disguise themselves as your bank manager or a tech support team, urging you to click a link. But that seemingly harmless click opens the door to your private information. And then there are data breaches. In one fell swoop, millions of records are exposed, names, addresses, passwords, all up for grabs. And finally, malware. Tiny programs that lurk in the shadows, stealing keystrokes, monitoring your every move, waiting to strike. Once the information is compromised, it finds its way to the dark web. Websites invisible to search engines like Google, they operate on the Onion network. Their identities are packaged and sold. Credit card numbers, social security details, login credentials, nothing is off limits. But here's the kicker. These aren't just numbers or names. Behind each data point is a person with dreams, fears, and hopes. When an identity is stolen, it's more than just an account that's affected. It's a life turned upside down. Now, imagine waking up to a notification that your bank account is empty. Your life savings, your security blanket, vanished. Then comes the identity theft. Your name is linked to fraudulent activities. Your credit score plummets. Your reputation is tarnished. You find yourself locked out of your life. Unable to access your finances, you're plunged into chaos. Bills pile up, debts accumulate, and a sense of helplessness washes over you. Every aspect of your life is disrupted. Loans are denied. Job opportunities evaporate. The nightmare of identity theft becomes your reality. Now let's meet Sarah, a single mother of two. Her world revolves around her children, their laughter, their smiles, their needs. She works tirelessly, not just to provide for them, but to offer them a better life. But one day everything changes. A hacker steals her information, maxes out her credit cards, and vanishes without a trace. Sarah finds herself in a whirlwind of financial turmoil. She spends months trying to rectify the situation, battling with credit agencies, trying to prove her innocence. Years pass, her credit score remains scarred. She loses her home, her sense of stability. All because someone sold her identity for personal gain. And that's not the only story. Meet Mark, a dedicated father and husband. He leads a comfortable life with his family, enjoying simple pleasures, their company. But one morning, he wakes up to a nightmare. His bank accounts are cleaned out, his life savings evaporated. A trail of fraudulent activity leads back to his stolen identity. Now Mark finds himself entangled in a legal labyrinth. He fights tooth and nail to clear his name, but the damage is done. His savings are gone. His job is on the line. His reputation, his integrity questioned. He's trapped in a web of deceit, all because someone decided to capitalize on his stolen identity. These stories, though fictional, are rooted in reality. On the dark web, identities are the currency. Bought, sold, traded, leaving victims like Sarah and Mark in their wake. Now, let's talk about something crucial. Who are these people selling your identity? Why are they doing it? Why risk everything on this dangerous digital game? Meet the shadow merchants. No, it's not a Marvel comic book. It's a growing community of hackers, cybercriminals, and identity thieves. They operate in the shadows of the dark web, lurking in encrypted forums, communicating in hidden chat rooms. But who are they? What drives them to engage in this illicit trade? Some are motivated by greed. For them, your identity represents a financial gold mine. They can ransack your bank accounts, drain your savings, buy luxury items, and live lavishly, all at your expense. Others seek power. The ability to manipulate your life, ruin your reputation, and leave you helpless is their ultimate thrill. So how are these shadow merchants operating? Let's take a closer look. The dark web is their playground. They use it to communicate secretly, trade information, and evade authorities. Their weapon of choice, encryption. It allows them to hide their IP addresses, making it nearly impossible to trace their activities back to them. They use complex codes, hidden services, and virtual private networks to cover their tracks. This anonymity gives them confidence, emboldening them to engage in activities they would never dream of in the real world. Now, how does this affect you? Well, every time you connect to the internet, you leave a digital footprint behind, a trail of information that can be easily collected. Your name, address, birthday, even your passwords. All of this becomes fodder for the shadow merchant. With a few keystrokes, they can infiltrate your accounts, steal your savings, and even use your identity to commit crimes. And the scariest part, they do all of this from the comfort of their homes, hiding behind computer screens. They are faceless, nameless, and most importantly, untraceable. At least that's what they think. As technology advances, so do the tactics of the shadow merchants. They constantly evolve, finding new ways to exploit vulnerabilities and breach security systems. It's a cat and mouse game, and they seem to be winning. But don't despair. There are ways to protect yourself. Use strong, unique passwords for every account. Enable two-factor authentication. Be cautious about what information you share online. Regularly monitor your bank accounts and credit reports for suspicious activity. However, even with these precautions, sometimes it's not enough. If you suspect your identity has been stolen, act fast. Freeze your credit. Report the theft to the authorities and start the long process of reclaiming your life. Remember, you are not alone. There are resources available to help you navigate this challenging journey. Stay informed, stay proactive, and stay vigilant. In the ongoing battle between the shadow merchants and those seeking to protect their identities, knowledge is your greatest weapon. But the fight against the shadow merchants is not just about individual efforts. It requires a collective response. Law enforcement agencies worldwide are joining hands to combat cybercrime. They are working across borders, sharing intelligence and coordinating raids. Moreover, emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and blockchain are being harnessed in the fight. AI can analyze vast amounts of data, spot anomalies, and predict cyber threats. Blockchain, with its decentralized and transparent nature, can help track stolen data and ensure accountability. So while the dark web remains a shadowy realm where identities are bought and sold, hope is not lost. We have the tools, the technology, and the determination to win this fight. It's a continuous process that demands our attention, our vigilance, and our commitment. But as we stand united, we can say with conviction that the dark web may cast its shadows, but it will not prevail. The dark web is a perilous digital landscape where identities are treated as commodities and lives are disrupted. It's just a chilling reminder of the importance of safeguarding our personal information and staying vigilant in an ever-evolving technological world. This has been Encrypted Tailies. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be a part of our community. And make sure to tune in next time for another Encrypted Tale. Until then, stay safe.